Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to another episode of the podcast, the Don't Be Afraid podcast. My name is Onikoyi Adeola, and I'm your host. Guys, welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
To my right, I have
Tomiwa.
Left.
30.
And further left.
I am Jidechi.
Nice to have you guys today.
30. Why 30 though?
I have 30 names.
Oh, okay.
30 Yoruba names.
30 Yoruba
It's a long
names.
story.
Oh,
We
that's
have
it.
to type to it.
Well, you can just give us a bit of,
I mean, like
interesting back.
10 of the 30 names.
10.
I don't know 10. My mother knows the names. Me, I know like 5. Don't worry, I will try.
And your
I'll
favorite
try to learn
of the
them.
5 is?
Is Ajibola.
Ajibola.
That's my first name.
That's nice.
Interesting
That's nice.
stuff.
So today would be talking about the rise of e-commerce in Nigeria. Let me ask you, do you shop online?
Yep.
Do you
Yes.
do? I expect that, yes, you would. Yeah, so tell me about your last experience shopping online.
I bought food.
It's like food because you bought food.
That was the
I
last
really
thing.
like
I mean, that's shopping online. It's the opposite of going to the market to buy what you would use and cook.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
just
it's
like
easy, right? You prefer
soft
that.
life.
How long did it take for the food to come?
30 minutes.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Some food I really don't like.
It was not from
Okay.
a far distance, so it was something that should have come like a shorter
In
time.
15
Yeah.
minutes. Wow, I like to eat where the food is being made, so. But sometimes you just have to do the ordering.
Makes
What
sense.
about you?
I think the last thing I bought was shoes. Yeah, I bought shoes. And like you said, soft life. Like nobody wants to go through that stress of going to the
course.
market. Like it's too stressful. Just come to my door and just buy my shoes. That's all.
Yeah,
And I pay you. Utilo.
and it drops perfect fit. It was
Exactly.
exactly what you ordered for because you know you have plenty. I ordered for pink. And I go for purple. So yeah,
Yeah, I feel like those are part of like the advantages of shopping online. And I feel like maybe with time I will get to that part.
okay, that's interesting.
Yep.
You didn't tell us what you last ordered.
The last thing I bought was
Order the new
audio.
name.
Nice one. Let's
know the names of
No.
Oh my
You didn't
God.
order a name, did you?
No, I didn't. I don't
Okay,
think there's
cool.
anywhere to order such, but I ordered audio equipment. It was sound card,
Right.
small sound card, mic, and things like that.
That's interesting. How do you do that? How do you know what to go for exactly? Like, how do you decide? Okay, this is the particular item that I'll be needing, especially if you have different types and different volume and stuff. So how do you do that?
Well, before I buy anything, especially online, I do like tons of research. I check reviews on YouTube, even on the platform itself, like people that have bought before that put their reviews there. So before I purchase it, I already have an idea of what I'm supposed
What
to
you're
get.
doing.
Yes, so
Right.
that really helps a lot.
What about quality?
Well, you can oftentimes go wrong with quality, especially what we call chinko or Chinese products. The experience is that they do not last as long as the original, so-called original products would. And many e-commerce platforms, they have to source a lot of their products from China. So you have to, there's a give and take. So for the ease of access to that thing, you may have to sacrifice a little bit of quality
Right.
from what you usually get.
So, personally, I would like to share an experience with you guys in regards of the online shopping. So, before I go on with my experience, what's that one thing you would not buy online? What's that one thing you would not shop for? You would rather go into the store, you want to feel it, you want to touch it. What's that one thing you would shop for online?
I didn't think this question would be this hard.
So, yeah.
I can't. Nah, I can't think
Is there
of anything yet.
anything that's, is there anything that
For
you
me, I
don't
think
get
it's
online?
clothes.
I think clothes.
Yeah.
I was going to say
Right.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Clothes.
So you don't shop for your clothes online?
Maybe I do sometimes, especially when I already have an idea of
What you want?
the vendor I'm buying from.
Right.
Because on platforms like maybe like Jumia, I've actually shopped on Jumia very well. I bought clothes on Jumia. I mean, sometimes I go wrong, like when it comes to like quality and stuff. But there are some vendors that you always patronize. You know, like, oh, anything coming from
because you've
these
been
guys
buying from them before.
makes sense. I already know the vendor I'm buying from. But aside from that, I think I would normally just go to a store and pick up my clothes. I can feel, I can touch, and I can actually wear it, and it's my perfect size.
To avoid
Exactly, because sometimes even when it comes to like the measurements. Right. China medium different from US medium.
I agree.
China small
yes,
from
it's
US
very
small.
different. Yes.
You get so just to avoid a lot of like all those many long stories and stories I touch, I just walk into a store and just buy my clothes.
And a lot of these e-commerce stores have like policies against returning clothes.
Do you understand?
Because they consider them to be intimate.
Yeah.
Once you buy,
the return policy on majority of them is not available.
Definitely.
So once you buy it and it's not good, you're stuck with it.
I'm looking for how to sell it to somebody.
Interesting. So when you buy, you're stuck with it.
Yeah, most times.
Not
all the time, but most times.
I think when it comes to like gadgets,
actually, I'm thinking gadgets in my head because
that's one thing you buy online.
When you consider a country like Nigeria, I mean,
you want to see what you're buying.
You want to actually see. So it's
so
actually
they don't send you
gadgets
a
I'm
phone that has
about.
fufu at the back, even though they will do that. But
You said they would not.
online. I mean, if you sell that to me online, I'm calling you out.
That's the point. The person that will sell
What
that
if
to
they
you
deactivate
after selling it to you,
Wow.
that's the point. You most
Right.
likely will not find the person after the person has sold it to you. So I think it's gadgets for me. Anything that has to do with electronics, personally.
Anything, I think me too. Anything that
Because I just remembered a recent something that happened recently. My friend wanted to buy a television, and he had like two options.
Yes.
And then one was like 70,000 naira cheaper than the other. And two of us we've come up with this thing where we say if it's too good to be true, don't do it.
Yes.
And he did it, and he eventually found out that it's a case of what you ordered versus what you got. So the picture the person was using was something that if you go on say Naira Land, you would find the image.
Oh
yeah. So he ended up going to an outlet to just go and buy his television.
Thinking about it, I bought my first TV from Jumia. Yeah.
Is it still working?
Well, it's bought after a few years. It works for the. It served. Yes.
Yeah.
I that was the time Jumia just came up.
Yeah.
It was Jumia versus Konga. So you're either buying from Jumia or you're buying from
Konga.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. So there's nothing else you guys won't buy? Any other thing?
I know for one that I won't shop on Instagram again.
It sounds like breakfast.
I'll be hot and be bamboozled and scammed.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Actually,
and
many people have
honest,
that.
Has anyone here else been scammed on Instagram?
On Instagram,
I know people that have been, but not personally.
Or maybe WhatsApp.
I know people, but personally, I've not been scammed on Instagram.
So yeah, I have.
I've not even bought anything.
I said
on
I was going to
Instagram
share.
before.
Yeah, in
You haven't?
2014, let's say I ordered for dresses from a lady, and I paid lovely dresses, and it was time for her to deliver. Auntie, my orders. Oh, it's coming. It was coming for like forever. It took months. And by the time she delivered my stuff to me, she delivered something else entirely. I could wear them. They were nice, but I mean, it wasn't what I ordered for. But before she delivered them, I had called her out on Instagram, and I had one or two people saying, oh, I tried ordering from this person and she didn't deliver. And that was it for me. I'm like, you know what? No. So I stopped buying Instagram because it's just the market is wokai. I have to be sure. If we have mutual followers, I would come ask you, have you bought from this person before? Have you traded with this person?
What's your experience?
And, tell me what your experience is before I enter one Ramshuku bus, like my mother would say. So let's talk about the growth of e-commerce in Nigeria and how it has made life easy, and what are the downsides? Share your bad experience with me. I want to hear. Then you share the good ones too. The ones that made you, feel online shopping is.
If anything, I would say online shopping has just eased. I mean, our generation, we would rather not go to the market.
Do you understand?
I'm already somebody who would readily not go to the market. I'm that kind of person. So the fact that I can get something at ease is what it is
and
for
have
me.
it delivered to your
Yeah,
doorstep
so
without
that's what
moving.
it is for me. But when you look at it in the sense that it also risks, like you said, let's just call it fraud.
What are the frustrations? Because I know there are
that's
a lot
what
of
it is.
frustrations
Exactly.
that
You're
comes with-
ordering, you're trying to get a clothes and you're getting it months later. Come on. It's not it's not what I want to do. I want to get let me say I want to get a couch now.
Right.
Why do I need to wait for like 2 months for it to get it delivered to my house? So when you think about it, you'll be like,
You
let me
rather
just stand up and
just walk
go,
into a
just
store
walk to where I
and-
can get this
and
thing
buy it
from. So
yourself.
that's the thing. Usually the idea, I think where e-commerce is far better than the traditional marketing is just the fact that it's at ease.
Yeah, it's
Beyond
swift.
that, I think traditional wins it any day, anytime, to be very honest. Because
Especially
when you look at the way market happens in Nigeria, there are things you can buy, you can actually beat down the price if that's the case. There are things you can actually get that you have an array of options because you can see that these are different. Something that you can't exactly see, you can only go with what you're told. Now, like we said earlier, what if what you're told is
Blind
not
market.
what it is?
Yes.
So it's just like when you're doing blind dates.
it's a
The person will
blind
tell
market.
you, I am this, I am that, I am
Until
that.
you get it, it looks.
It's very
Thinking
different.
about it, I ordered a few
So
few days ago, and looking at the model, curvy, looking nice. I imagine the fabric was, very
Premium.
thick, and when it came here, I wore it.
It wasn't
close
given.
shall be by. What's going on? What's going on? So yeah, I mean,
So for me personally, I think aside from the fact that it comes at ease. Yeah, Lagos Island. Have you been there?
oh yeah,
Have you been there?
Lagos Island.
That place is stressful. I don't like to go there.
But you have everything.
Do you understand?
Literally everything.
Like just knock on my door and bring my stuff. That's it. But like I said, when you go to these traditional places, so to speak, you have like an array of options. Like you're pricing this TV at this guy's shop right now. There are like 5 other people begging you to come to their
come
options.
Yeah, to give you a better deal.
Better deal. There's another one that's even better than the better deal. Do you understand? There's another that
There's
even-
always a
do you understand?
way. There's
So-
always nothing is impossible. Like
So
my friend
aside
says.
from the stress, I feel like
Right.
I will still go for traditional because I just want to like feel it, touch it, see
Like,
it,
I
see how it
like-
works.
I like the long walks in the market.
But
it's
the
form
Yeah, so it's
once
like it
in
will be so
3
chill.
months.
It's not so true.
Maybe,
So
maybe once in a
for
while.
me to want to go to the
Until they
market,
steal your bag, shall you?
I know. My mom used to give me a gist
steal
when we were
iPhone.
young, how someone took out the cash in her purse and she had to look around to find the person and grab the person. And, you have my money.
You understand?
And that's how
Wow.
Lagos Island is.
Yes,
Yes,
that
you
happened
have
to
to
me
be
too
very
before.
smart, or or you just go back home crying.
Because at the end of
But
the day-
I like the market walk. I like it. But before I go to the market, I do a mental preparation. I need to know where I am going to specifically, what I am buying, what area I am going to find that thing. And
You have to even plan
I
the
prepare
outfit
myself.
itself. You
Yes,
prepare
no,
the
yes. I like
Yes,
to go in
sir.
my gym wears.
You get.
I'm wearing sneakers, so I'm walking like a soldier. I'm walking like a soldier. I'm not trying to be sluggish in the market, and I do not go with handbags. I rather go with pouch, or I just go with my phone, tuck my card behind my phone, and that's it. I like that. The long walks.
Makes me remember when I was younger. One of the things I hated the most is the fact that my mom is parking her car like a scenery.
And then
when
you
we want
walk.
to buy
That's why I said the
something,
long
I
walk.
Walk.
The
I
long
hate that
walk.
thing, bro.
Yes,
I
you walk
hate
from
it.
like Lagos market. You
Let's
walk
go
from
work from home now.
Oluwole. You walk from like
buy all
Oluwole
this
to
stuff.
Idumota.
When you remember that thing, you'd be like, nah, I don't want to do this thing.
Yeah, and they have to take you so they can measure. I mean,
With the
they go to
broomstick.
a
My mom says
broomstick.
you
They measure your leg with the broomstick and you know.
You now add
go
extra.
with it.
So that you
just
go
like I go into I need to shoot for
Oh
3 years.
Lord, oh Lord.
But usually, that's the interesting
Interesting.
thing about that thing, because
Yes.
the shoe at the end of the day would even last longer.
Longer.
Than,
Longer than
I think that's where traditional markets actually
Wins.
trumps this other one, because many times you can't exactly vouch for. It's a case of what
you're
you're told.
buying.
You have to just
Yes.
accept what you're being told. But
Yeah.
this one is eye test. You can see it and you
Can
can
feel
say,
it.
yes, this is
it.
actually what it is.
Can bend the shoe, snap the belt. something like that.
Because even in malls now, like, so let's even use TV for an example. Like, a lot of TVs are displaying picture qualities, so you see the quality, like the quality you really want, with the budget and everything written. Not that you just see something on. I mean, because me personally, so I was trying to like shop for TV yesterday night, for example. I saw a lot of, this one is QLED, this one is OLED, this one is this LED.
So you
I have
to
no
know
idea
what
what
you
that is.
Oh,
Bro,
you
but I
have to
know
know
some
what
are
you
good for like maybe
want.
gaming. I'm not a gamer. I know some are
Right.
good for like maybe movies. I don't know. Just give me TV.
Yeah.
So I'd rather just go there and see the quality for myself and pick the one I feel like is the best quality for me. So that works. As opposed to seeing the what's that thing called, the specifications that I don't even understand. So yeah, I feel like traditional wins if you ask me. But for lazy people,
So are we trying to?
but for lazy people like me, I'll pick.
Are you
pick
trying to
online.
vote now?
But-
Traditional or online? Which one? You
An
guys.
advantage that e-commerce
you guys.
has, apart from ease for the customer, it's also ease for like the vendors,
Mhm.
because
Right.
you know
Yeah, true.
all these marketplaces like Jumia and Konga, you know that it's a central place where customers that are looking for products can come, and then your stuff is already displayed and you can get orders on there. You don't need to worry about payments, right? Because when you think about the history of e-commerce, it first started with like individual companies having their own websites where
Yeah.
they list things for sale, and then you have to know the website, you have to know the company before you can say you want to go to their website to buy.
Definitely.
So that's where the idea of like a marketplace will come in and then
Yeah.
make it easier for everybody.
And even the delivery and logistics too.
Exactly. So guys, for Jumia, now Jumia does delivery. So me as a
Yeah.
vendor, I just need to have my products.
Exactly.
There's even this new concept called dark stores. It came in during the COVID time. It's just like instead of having like a store, people just have like the store is a warehouse basically. There's no
nice.
place for you to come in and roam the aisles looking for what you want to buy. They just
Yeah.
have products and then they take all their orders online.
And the crazy now is-
That's for the sellers where they
Yes, for the
stock.
seller. Yeah,
And
where
now
they
the crazy
stock.
now, they will have like some online stores now. They have like this VR thing where you can actually even experience the actual
true.
store. Like you're walking around the store, like from the comfort
Shopping,
of your
no,
home.
imagine that.
You get so like,
On what sites do you experience that? I'd like
no,
to.
I mean there are like specific sites that have like all those VR type shopping
Yeah.
experience.
And you have
like-
to usually have the headset.
Yes,
or
no, there
like-
was some that on your phone. So you can just use your camera and you. The thing will wear shoe for you, and see how the shoe looks on your leg. There are sites like that. Yes, no.
It's actually leaving me with a question, because
Are you
we are
sure?
entering, we are
My
going
look is
into,
You
we are
don't
going
mean
into
it.
a world where the new is trumping the old. Is it possible for this traditional marketing to actually go out of place? Because that's what
To
I'm.
an extent.
No.
That's what I'm thinking
No,
right now.
I
How
don't think so.
how possible is it for every development that comes with e-commerce to actually trump what we actually knew in our childhood? Is it
Yes.
even possible for this thing to go out of place? Because
No, you can't, because there are some people that still believe. Okay, like maybe like a tomato seller, for example, now in
Yeah.
one market in Ogumosho, he doesn't even know what Jumia.
but that's it's I mean it's okay. Imagine it like during this cash crunch, many people would have sworn that market sellers would not be using PalmPay or would not be using transfers. But we got to that point in
Yeah.
Nigeria.
Yeah.
We're not talking about like a developed country. We're talking about in a country like Nigeria
Yeah.
where you would say it's
Cash-
a third
cash is
world.
king.
Cash is king.
Cash is
We
king.
got to that point. So it's possible that we might actually get to
a lot of
that
people,
point.
a lot of people still have that. They have trust issues. Like
Yes,
that's the major
yes.
blocker.
See, yeah, so back in the
And-
days, sorry to cut
No,
you.
it's okay.
Back in the days when people have to like use their cards and everything, like people didn't believe in. Like some people they'll tell you, "Oh, if you require me putting my card details on this, I'm not
know
going."
they
No matter
do.
how legit,
Don't
no
trust
matter
it.
how,
Don't
no
trust
matter
it.
how legit. But thankfully
So
for
that they will not knock you up, Paco.
do you get? I mean, there are a lot of payment gateways now. Like for example, like buying food, you see pay with transfer.
Yes.
Back in the
Yes.
day, there was no pay with transfer on those places,
No.
on those
Yeah.
platforms.
No, it
Either
was
you
just
are either paying with card or you're paying with card,
Yes.
or maybe you're paying on delivery.
Yeah.
Right.
Do you understand? So I feel like there will still be those people that still don't trust the process. Like you have to really like sell it to them, or maybe there has to be like a pandemic, like you said, or maybe
Pandemic,
that
yeah.
will now make them find that new normal.
Yeah,
You get- so
accept the
new-
Because during the pandemic, markets, they were closing markets, but people were still surviving. Where were they getting their stuff from?
Let's talk about the COVID-19 and how it has accelerated the e-commerce market, because that time, lockdown, you all had to look for a way.
Yes, sir.
Me, I was still going to the physical market or traditional marketing. I was going.
During lockdown.
I enjoyed it. Yes.
How?
Bravery,
How?
courage.
It got to a point where they gave us
Press,
you have time.
Okay.
Oh,
There's a
okay.
duration for you
Okay,
to-
well, it's actually
So,
true because you
yeah.
make me remember that my area there was a market, so you can pretty much get what you needed.
At that point.
So, but I would go from Lekki to Yaba to go and buy
Again,
mangoes.
how?
To buy
Where are you working with?
But I mean, like I said, there was a time when we had the duration. There was a timing where you can go out at this time and then get back in this time. So the roads were free. I like driving myself and my friends. So I had a particular friend. We just go shopping, and okay, let's just go, just buy plenty of food. And I remember that it was mango season. I bought plenty mango. Then I weighed like 20 mango. Sitting, don't let me say it loud. But yeah, so we would go and then do that shopping, buy everything, and then come back. The roads were free. It was very easy. Yeah, there were a bit of stop here and there. Oh, I went to buy food, and they just let you go. But the focus here is what the effects of COVID-19 on e-commerce, how we accelerated, because I believe that a lot of people accepted the e-commerce trend at that time.
Yeah, so for me, I think that was like the first time I had to order food online. If I'm being honest. And then I feel like the traffic on those platforms, bro, like I'll order for food right now, it take like 2 hours.
Yes.
Because the deliveries they were making at that point in time was like a whole lot. So it was taking...
So there was growth for small business owners, and some people were able to start up something from
Exactly,
from their
maximize
homes.
the fact that there was a pandemic. I mean, a lot of people cashed out during pandemic. A lot of e-commerce platforms really cashed out during the pandemic. And like I was saying, I mean, talking about the whole, like thinking about it now, how did they really accept that normal at that point? Like, how did they even survive it, knowing that they didn't have to like go through the whole traditional process and everything? Like, I'm actually just thinking about it now that if there's really a pandemic of maybe traditional whatnot, I feel like people actually accept like people that even have choices will they'll be
It
left
takes a
with no
lot
choice.
for change to happen, but
Do you understand? I feel
that
like
change
what-
would happen.
Thinking
Yeah,
about
I
that,
mean, look
thinking
at
about
this
one thing.
last few months, the old cash crunch,
Yeah.
and how we had to
I don't think any of
do
us here would have
transfer.
predicted that some of these market people would be using.
Yes,
Actually,
I paid a organizer with transfer.
transfer.
They
No matter
were
how
willing.
much, bro. I was at
They were
100
willing.
now.
Yes, they were willing.
You know
They were
what I
willing to-
expected like would be the biggest winner of that cash crunch was like mobile money,
Okay.
because
Like the
MTN had
INA.
just gotten their license, and that was like supposed to be the next big payment thing, you know. But I guess maybe they were not fully set up
At that
take
point
advantage
of
of
that
the cash crunch. So
yeah.
that's
Yeah.
where OPay
came in.
step in. Yeah,
Right.
but like necessity breeds innovation. So once you make something, the default method is not really attractive or available, then people will have no choice at that point than to adapt.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and Nigerians we are good with adapting to this.
Our number one skill.
Yes, so
Suffering as well.
this is really suffering us. Is it really suffering us from it? So I asked earlier. I said, what would you not buy? Would you buy your car online?
Maybe I
This
should
is
ask
like,
you, what would you not buy
Gigi,
online?
What would I not buy?
The girl said it's-
Really, like you said earlier, I didn't think about it. Even if I threw the questions to you guys, I didn't think, but what would I not buy online? So, firstly, I'm not so big on shopping online. I like to enter into the store, even though I sell online. And I have learned so many things from selling online. So I'm able to, I take my time. I sleep on site when I want to shop. I am not rushing. And doing the business made me realize that a lot of people are actually very even lazy to go through the sites themselves.
Actually, that's
yes,
also not-
yes. A lot of people are very lazy. Like I have times I tell clients, okay, you want to buy something, okay, just go through, pick what you want. I'm not saying pick something from me, what you want. And it becomes a problem. They're like, pick it for me now.
So I feel like that's where design comes in.
I spend time sleeping on site. I have to check, okay, what is, so if I'm buying a pair of shoes, I have to check, is it a narrow fit or a wide fit? I don't know if you guys know that you have wide fit shoes and you have narrow fit.
And there's OKSA too, like about it.
That's the OKSA is for the ones that have the wide fit.
Oh, okay.
So if you're buying a shoe and you see wide fit, if you have a narrow fit, please stay away from it, because when you buy it, it's going to be bigger than you.
Excess space.
But that's not part. That's not part of the options when you're trying to shop for shoes.
It's there. It's there.
I've never seen
So that's the thing. So I shop on international sites. So we're talking about the local ones. The local ones don't give you that option.
So
when you're doing that, well, that's what I do in my business. So because when I buy shoes, and when they get here, I'm unable to wear them. I've had plenty of frustrations when it comes to that. So I have to look at the descriptions. I check the width, I check the this, I check that, Okay, so when you're shopping for ladies, sometimes you see, what's it called now? You have tall, you have cute, petite. So imagine someone like me buying petite. It's not going to fit. It's going to be tight. Or I'm buying, you have some curve. So they have, I think the international sites make it more... easier. They make it easy for you to, but some people still do not have that patience. And even on Instagram, when you're shopping, people don't give you this description.
So what did they tell you to pick for them?
What?
So what did they tell you to pick for them, or?
So, I mean, the site also is, or the main also, I don't know what, it's personal shopping. So I have to do all that thinking for the client.
So you have to meet them in person.
I really don't have to meet them in person. We talk online. You tell me what you want. You send it to me, or I go look for it. So I end up doing hours on websites to find a good deal. So that's another thing I do. I have to find, something that is, cheap. Like you said, you go different sites, check, okay, maybe this one has it for $120. Another one has it for $110.
Isn't that what
another one has it?
I say specifications or categories are meant for, whereby users input what exactly they want, and then it narrows down.
Yes.
To, the kind
so
of
you have you have the newest what's it called? You have newest collections. Yeah. You have high to low. That's the price range. You can fix in your price. Okay, this is the amount that I'm willing to spend. Then like I said earlier, you choose whether you want wide fits. That's if they have that two options. So you can just arrange it however, fix it in however you want, and then it gives you what you want. Then you choose.
The thing is, no matter how easy you want to make the experience, there are some people that are more lazy than that.
That's it. Some people are not even willing to they don't have the time.
It creates an opportunity for like businesses like personal shopping. There's even a business that I read about that. Every month or so, they send you a box full of clothes. Like, you don't have to think about where you get your clothes from. You pay for that service every month. They know your size, they know your taste,
that should be something.
and they send you your clothes every month.
And I'll pay immediately.
You pay,
Shopping for lazy people.
I don't know about the one I know is not local.
It's not
international. Yes.
You know, if you do that kind of thing for Nigeria, because
I mean the opportunity.
Today I'm fat, tomorrow I'm skinny.
But another thing with that type of thing is, with Nigerians readily pay for that service. When they now remember they have to.
What if I'm broke at that point?
Exactly. Remember, you have like 20K. You have like 20K. You want to use and buy something.
Now, maybe that next week come big.
It's gone.
So that's the thing. How many people would readily pay for that kind of service?
I mean, it's a subscription thing. So if you can manage your Netflix, you can manage that. So if you don't have it like that this month, you cancel.
It's small money now.
It's not small money.
When you think about like the fact that you don't have to shop for clothes, and you're someone that you know that every month you need at least 2 shirts, 1 trouser, 1 pair of shoes, for example, and you know that you have it to just get those.
So saying this, how often do you shop online? How often do you use this e-commerce
platforms?
How often do you go to them?
So when it comes to food, I would say at least like once.
You like your gesture.
I'm trying to like give you different instances. So when it comes to like food, I think once in like 3 days, at least I have to visit one of those.
So where do you buy your food from?
That's PRO.
What about you?
I don't do a lot of shopping online. As much as I've projected myself as somebody who does not like stress, I would rather just go outside and get my things. It's pretty much food. So I tend to do online.
Wings? Offline wins.
Food? Yeah, offline wins. Honestly.
Offline wins. Wow. Offline wins.
I guess
with you
like
too?
to him, the stress is actually shopping online.
One is 50-50.
Yeah, for him to.
No,
shop
I think
locally.
my issue is not. I don't know what my issue is. Okay, I think it's a case of trust issues.
Those are the
Yeah.
issues.
I think it's trust issues. So I'd rather just see and vet what I want to get done. Yeah, maybe when I have too much money, I'll most likely just be sending somebody to the market rather than even
Personal
having
shopper.
to shop.
I'm here.
I think it's trust.
That's the one that I don't like. That's a Pepe food market. Not
Yeah,
that
you
type.
know,
That one, I
that-
mean.
Not
Me,
that
for
type.
someone like me that does not like to haggle or price things, I don't know how to do it.
Yeah.
So that's
that's
the
another
problem.
thing.
Ah.
You know,
So
you're
when I
here
go to
like
market-
pricing and hoping that you get it back, and somebody else comes and beats it, and you be like, even when you're thinking that
That's
you've
not-
gotten a good deal.
She meet my mom. I think everybody's mom.
Ah.
They'll price 800. The next
Oh.
thing,
See, no
yeah, bring the
matter.
money.
I don't like to follow my mother
700.
because I'm like,
I'm
woman,
not
you are
beating the person
wicked.
selling again.
You don't understand. Very low, but
For
no.
example, I have my mother. For example, if I go to the market and I buy something, let's say I bought it 5k, and I go, my mom will ask me, how much you buy it? I'll tell her 3.5.
She they cheated you. If I not tell you,
Oh Lord.
And I always feel bad when they say they cheated me. I'll be like,
I
need to
know,
buy it.
right? It's like you could have pushed for. You don't have a good
You
bargaining.
don't know how to
But if you
buy.
look at it,
That's very
if you look at it
painful.
in this sense, the price you would have gotten online might have been higher than
exactly,
that.
because the other things will be-
But you know that online, you're just sitting.
there are a lot of factors oh, because that money that you as a
Your
personal
personal
shopper
leg.
self will charge me for personal shopping.
But you can do it yourself. Also,
No,
except you're
I
lazy.
won't.
Because you're lazy, you have to pay someone like me to do the job for you. You see,
And that's
So
why
it's
I'll not pay you almost time. It's the money.
The money
of
you
the-
need,
so those personal
But you have
shoppers, bro.
It's
They got it.
is there, to be honest.
No, that's not true. Sha. That's not true.
Maybe not you, but a lot of personal shoppers online. Almost times 2 of the actual amount, bro.
No,
That's
because you
wild.
have to pay for the service,
For the service, yeah.
I get.
and it's probably like 10%, between 5 to.
What I used to,
10,
it's what I used to
20.
see, not 10%.
you have to pay for the percentage that I
Like
have to. But it's
50%
actually
of what you want to
easy.
buy.
It's not easy.
Especially when it comes to shoes, bro. Like I check a lot of sites, a lot of shoes platform, and like the amount even Nike is selling their shoes. When you check personal shopper, you be like, bro. It's like, but that's another conversation.
That's another conversation. I don't want us to go into that because that's not why we're here. So, yeah, the future. Let's talk about the future of e-commerce. What do you guys think it would be? Is it going to be? I mean, we talk about the fraud, like you said. You said you don't really have. We still have trust issues, and I mean, these things won't go away. It's going to be there. We still have somebody that ordered the kaftan that is getting boo-boo.
I think that's one of the things that come
So,
with technology.
What?
Yeah, there's always
Yeah.
that risk.
Always there is. Always there
Right.
is.
So what
So-
what would you like, or what are you expecting? Would that be the right word in the
So
nearest?
it's not really what I'm expecting, but I feel like with time, especially with the whole advent of AI and everything, I feel like you get to that point where just you pay with your face and they'll debit your bank account.
Even when they pay it, even when, in fact, that's even when kidnapping will now. Because I mean,
All right.
Oh, you
All right.
don't pay
your
your
junior
face.
brother will kidnap you just to use your face.
Just
To
to,
buy PS5.
Come on. I mean,
I mean, like someone that works in anti-fraud
Mhm.
for an e-commerce and payment platform, the risk is always going to be there, and fraudsters are advancing really fast every day.
Every day.
wow.
But you know, that's what keeps me in a job, and my job is secure for the next bunch of years because we need people that are going to fight anti-fraud, and we too are also.
So that means you need the
improving over
fraudsters for your job to.
to be the sophistication level of the anti-fraud is also rising. So
Okay.
there's going to be a balance, and hopefully we'll
Where
start
there's
to
a
win
thief, there's
the
a catcher.
start to win the war against fraud. So it's technology that will help at the end of the day.
Makes
Right.
sense.
Okay. It's sad to say that we have to go, but we have come to the end of the podcast, and it was amazing to have You all tell me why the guy with the 30 names. Please ask your mom or let her. I would like to know personally. I don't know about them, but I would like to know why you have. There should be a story, like a real legit story.
And you should actually frame the 30 names, put in your living room.
Actually, I think you should
And right, 30 names.
Frame it,
So yes, so we've come to the end of the podcast. Thank you for listening today, and see you next time.